internet is an addiction. It's the most vital part of a modern man's life. But many people have been misusing the easy access of the internet. Facebook is one of the most debatable social networking sites that is being misused today. We will now tell you the story of a person who paid a hefty price for using Facebook to satisfy his sexual urges. Who is this man? What did he do? Who targeted him and how? Here are all the details.
One fateful day, a person walked into Police Commissioner Raghavendra Auradkar's office with a written complaint in his hand. He was aimlessly walking around the office, not knowing whom to approach. He looked disturbed and someone came to help him in a short while. Someone from the department who saw the man decided to take him to Hemant Nimbalkar, the Joint Commissioner of Police. When the man spoke to Nimbalkar, he decided that it was best to let the case be handled by Abhishek Goyal, the DCP of the crime branch. Nimbalkar told the man to approach Goyal as he had already spoken to him about the issue. As soon as the man arrived at Goyal's office, he accepted the written complaint and filed a case. He assigned his best man, a CCB Inspector Kashi, to the case. The man we were talking about is Shashi Kumar. Shashi was active on Facebook, the social networking site. It was through the website that he got in touch with a young woman. In just a few days being friends on Facebook, he took her phone number and started texting and calling her. As and when their conversations went ahead, Shashi kept pestering her to meet him. She kept telling him that she would meet him but never did. After a point in time, Shashi claimed that he was so frustrated with the woman that he snapped at her and gave up on the hope of meeting her. Finally, she gave in and said that she would meet him. However, Shashi was in for a shocker when that fateful day arrived. He was not welcomed by a pleasing face of a young woman. Instead, he had 4 well-built men waiting for him at the decided spot, a temple in Hanumant Nagar. As soon as Shashi arrived at the temple in his car, he was made to step out only to be beaten up black and blue. What's more, he was also made to withdraw Rs 60,000 from a nearby ATM and hand it over to them.
Last week a complaint was received from one person by name Shyam Kumar that a girl was chatting with him on the Facebook, and he called him to a place for a meeting. And when he went there, he was actually kidnapped and assaulted by 6 to 7 people, and he was blackmailed that he was into some illegal activities, and all those 6 or 7 people pretended that some of them were CCB policemen, and they took away 65,000 rupees from him, in which 5,000 was taken cash from him and 60,000 was withdrawn from the ATM, and also they kept his mobile phone.
The drama didn't stop there. The miscreants claimed that they were part of the CCB. They warned Shashi of dire consequences if he didn't let go of the girl. They did not want him to keep in touch with her anymore. This was the statement Shashi gave Inspector Kashi. After recording Shashi's statement, the CCB cops started investigating the case. Their first move was to learn if Shashi could identify any of the 4 men. One of the 4 men had given Shashi his number and he gave it to the cops. The phone number belonged to one Puneet. Puneet's car driver Kumar was also one of the 4 accused. The CCB cops nabbed the duo and took them into custody for interrogation. The other 2 accused were identified as Kishore and Santosh. Kishore and Santosh got to know of Puneet and Kumar being arrested. They knew that it won't take too long for the cops to get the truth out of the duo. Kishore and Santosh tried to flee from the city. While Santosh managed to escape, Kishore got nabbed just in time. The cops formed a team to nab Santosh and interrogated the arrested trio to learn further details. The trio, in defense of the case that was filed against them, stated that Shashi himself didn't have a great reputation to maintain.
So he came and FIR was registered for kidnapping and a petition was taken for this offence, and on subsequently on inquiry by the CCB police, 3 people have actually been apprehended. Their names are Kumar, Kishore and Puneet. It was later found that Shyam Kumar was actually having a fake Facebook profile of his own, through which he was giving wrong information about himself and chatting with various girls.
It is alleged that Shashi had a fake Facebook profile which he used to chat with young women. In the profile, he claimed that he was a final year engineering student and was unmarried. Believing all that he said, many young women became friends with him on the social networking site and started chatting with him. It was not 1, not 2, but over 70 women whom he deceived. The accused trio alleged that Shashi wooed women and made them fall for him. Then he would use them to satisfy his sexual urges. After hearing all the allegations made by the accused trio, the cops wanted to confirm the same. Shashi's fake Facebook profile was existent, but unlike what the trio claimed, Shashi said that he never cheated a woman ever. When the cops questioned him about why he was attacked by the trio, he had an interesting story to tell. The entire issue came up only because of a fake Facebook profile. Shashi was active on Facebook, and it was through Facebook that he met Soumya Gowda, the girl in context of this case. Soumya was a PUC student at the time when she became friends with Shashi on Facebook. Shashi told Soumya that he was in the final year of engineering and was still single, but in reality, he was a married businessman. Soumya fell for all the claims that Shashi made. After they became friends, Shashi pestered her to give her phone number to him so that they could be in touch all the time. When Soumya gave her number to him, he kept calling her and pestered her to meet him. She kept saying that she was not too keen on meeting him, but he was not going to give up that easily. After continuous pestering, Soumya finally gave in. She agreed to meet him, but with a plan in mind. Soumya told her sister about Shashi pestering her to meet him. Soumya's sister was her only family. She was responsible for anything that happened to Soumya. She immediately spoke to her tenant Kumar about the problem. Kumar informed his friend Kishore about the issue and told him that he intended to teach Shashi a lesson. Kishore involved his friend Santosh in the issue, and Kumar involved his friend Puneet. They collectively drove to Soumya's house in a Tata Sumo to discuss the issue. They made Soumya call Shashi and ask him to meet her at the Subramanya Swami and Kumaraswamy temple in Hanumantnagar. Shashi told Soumya to meet him at the Gopalan Mall instead, but Soumya wanted to stick to the present location. On that fateful day, Shashi came to the designated spot in his car, but he was shocked when he saw the 4 men waiting for him at the temple. They made him step out of the car and attacked him. They were furious that he eyed Soumya.
So he came in contact with one of the girls who was a minor, and when the family members of the girl came to know about this Facebook affair, they scolded her and they complained that to Kumar, who was actually one of the distant relatives of that girl. So ideally they should have gone to the police and complained regarding that, but instead of that, Kumar made a plan, and through that girl he called Shyam Kumar to near a temple.
Shashi pleaded with them to let go, but the 4 men were in no mood to listen to him. They threatened to tell his parents about what he was up to. He was scared. He told them that he had rupees 5,000 in cash, that he could offer it to them to let him go. Kumar and Kishore told him that 5,000 rupees was a very nominal amount for the torture he gave Soumya. They demanded 1 lakh rupees from him. Shashi then told him that he had 60,000 rupees in his account and that he could withdraw and give them. He eventually was forced to withdraw it for them. Puneet, who was at the spot, took the money from Shashi and then made him write a confession cum apology letter. In the letter, Shashi was asked to admit that he tortured Soumya and even compelled her to have a physical relationship with him. He was made to write on paper that he would never bother Soumya ever in the future. It was only after he wrote the letter was he allowed to go. After he was allowed to go, Shashi came over to his friend's place and narrated the entire incident to him. After his friend suggested him to approach the cops for help, he headed to the commissioner's office with a written complaint in his hand.
He caught hold of him and kidnapped him, and they pretended as if they were a CCB police team, and they have caught him for creating a fake Facebook profile, and by threatening him and blackmailing him, they extorted 65,000 rupees cash from him and also his mobile phone, and they also threatened him that they will leak this information to his wife, and they also took a confession statement from him. After this ordeal, he was left. And subsequently, Shyam Kumar complained to the police. Then the CCB police swung into action, and they have arrested these 3 people. Remaining 4 people are still absconding.
After registering the complaint, Kumar, Kishore and Puneet were arrested, and the cops are still in search of the other accused who is still absconding. They hope to nab him soon. 27,000 rupees of the 60,000 rupees was retrieved from the arrested accused trio. It is unfortunate how Facebook is being misused to such an extent. The case is still to be investigated further, as there are many uncertain aspects to it that are yet to be studied. Are the accused going to be punished? Is the victim going to be held guilty too? Only time will tell. A News 9 report.